everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time to take care of our level 30 culinarian quest. But you may have noticed we are beginning in an unusual location here in Vesper Bay. That is because we need to actually buy something from the merchant and mender over here. I went ahead and already did it off screen, but we do need to buy one blue cheese. And once we have that, we should be able to head on back to Limsalominsa and begin our culinarian quest. Hello there, Lingsath. I am ready for whatever training you have for me today. Lingsath wants you to cook for a distinguished guest in his stead. Bollocks, me and ow in the seven hells and I supposed to cook with one bloody hand. Of all the goddamn times I could have heard it, why did it have to be now? Forgive me language, lass. Don't worry, it ain't serious. Well, it is a bit serious to tell the truth. What happened to your hand? I've gone and knackered me hand trying to catch a falling crate, see? It'll heal and all, but it hurts like a bastard. Can't so much as scratch me arse with it, never mind old the skillet. Wouldn't be so bad, but we've got ourselves a bigwig coming to dine today. One of the most powerful men in Ul'dah. Oh dear. That's bad timing. Now, I've been in the business for decades, and I ain't no stranger to coddle dignitaries who will whine about the color of the bloody crockery and how there's too much parsley garnish on top of their soup. But this ain't no ordinary coddled dignitary we're dealing with. This one fancies himself as a food critic, and he's always out to find fault, real or not. And that ain't the worst of it. Owing to his influence, he's driven more than a few respectable establishments into the ground. For this, he's earned himself the name of Chefsbane in culinary circles. Each time the man's dined at the Bismarck, I've personally done the cooking so as to avert disaster. Don't get me wrong, I've got complete trust in all me chefs, but if the Bismarck goes under, the guild goes with it, and that ain't a burden I can put on just anyone's shoulders. Very respectable. Your hand is hurt. But this time, someone else is gonna have to fill in for me, and I want that someone to be you, Satora. You've proven yourself more than capable, and in high-pressure situations besides. I'm confident you won't let us down. You do well to begin by talking with Divan Dove, being a native of Ul'dah. She might be as she knows something of the Chefsbane. Lord Lolorito. And there he is. Hello there, Lolorito. We have his triple triad card. Alright, Diving Dove, I need your help. It's urgent. I'm aware of the situation, but don't panic. Though the guildmaster is indisposed, all is not yet lost. In case you're unfamiliar with our distinguished guest, he is the head of the East Uldunar Trading Company. Though you may not have heard that name before, you will almost certainly have heard of the many famous brands it owns, such as Esthaim's Lapidaries and Sunsilk Tapestries. Lord Lolorito's countless successes have made him the wealthiest man in Ul'dah, a place where wealth and influence are synonymous. It goes without saying that he has a seat on the Syndicate, the cabal that rules the Sultanate. Lest you wonder, Ul'dah is only notionally a Sultanate these days. Anyway, as is often the way with men of means, Lord Lolorito is a lover of fine cuisine, and as the guildmaster doubtless mentioned, he's made a name for himself as a ruthless food critic. The man has a penchant for making life miserable for us chefs. Indeed, he never places an order, but demands instead that you impress him. And therein lies our first dilemma: what to serve. Lest you think the fates are unduly mischievous, I am happy to report that the odds are not wholly stacked against us. It just so happens that Lolorito's butler, a fellow by the name of Nono Pessa, is dining at the Bismarck at this very moment. This is a golden chance to learn what manner of dish Lolorito craves. Go to Nono Pessa on the terrace and try to coax the information out of him. Good luck. Alright then, let's do some espionage. See if we can figure out what to serve Lolorito to prevent the Bismarck from dying. Hello there, Nono Pessa? I'm sorry, I think I may have misheard. Did you say that you would be preparing Lord Lolorito's meal? Well, this is rather unexpected, but if Master Lingsath saw fit to entrust the task to you, then you must not be without skill. You wish to know what my master desires to eat? Ha ha ha! Finally it occurs to someone to ask me that question. It is my duty to see that my lord never wants for comfort, and not pleases me more than to see Lord Lolorito in high spirits. As such, I'd be glad to share with you what I know. Shortly prior to arriving in Limsalominsa, my master spoke of being seized by a craving for a hearty meal of meat. Though he did not mention a specific dish, I happen to know that smoked raptor is a particular favorite of his. Needless to say, a man of such fine taste as he would expect no less than the finest sample of the dish. I hope this information serves you well. Lord Lolorito is due to conclude his business negotiations presently and will desire to take his meal thereafter. Once the smoked raptor is ready, pray bring it to me. I shall see it delivered to my master. Okay, we need to make a high quality smoked raptor. That is a level 32 dish. We're going to need a raptor shank from raptors all over the place. I will go over the ingredients in a bit when we do the crafting log. We need olive oil, which we've made before. We need a sun lemon, we need table salt, and we need black pepper. So let's get to crafting. We're gonna make the highest quality smoked raptor Lord Lolorito has ever tasted, and he will not be even capable of criticizing our meals. Alright, quality's maxed out. Now let's finish synthesis. Alright, there we are. Alright, Nono Pesta, I deliver to you Smoked Raptor. Remember, Lord Lolorito accept nothing less than the best. Your smoked raptor must be the finest example of the dish, prepared with the utmost skill. Yeah, don't worry, I've got it right here. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. And since we made 3, we get to keep 2 for ourselves. Wait, hang on. What is it? What are the stats on it? Skill speed, vitality, direct hit rate. Okay, not bad. The smoked raptor is ready? Good. Now I trust you won't object to an inspection, lest you worry about your handiwork being defaced. My years serving Lord Lolorito have taught me how to taste with sight and smell alone. That's an impressive skill, and I don't quite believe you. By the gods, this raptor is sublime. The marriage of cracked pepper and sun lemon begets an irresistible fragrance that perfectly complements the aroma of the meat. The flavor is rounded out with a mellow fruitiness of olive oil, which also lends the shank a lustrous sheen that tantalizes the eye. I presided over Lord Lolorito's dining table for many years, and I can say without reservation that this is the most delectable smoked raptor I've ever had the pleasure of not eating. It is of little wonder that Master Linkseth deemed you fit to cook in his stead. I doubt that even he could have delivered a better rendition of my master's favorite dish. You, madam, are quite a culinarian. But I sense you are more relieved than flattered. Hardly surprising, I suppose. Much and more said of my lord's uncompromising approach to cuisine. While I will not refute the rumors, you may rest assured that the Bismarck has no cause to worry. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I must see my lord's meal delivered to him. You may look forward to hearing his judgment anon, and entirely without trepidation, if my senses do not fail me. Pray send Master Linkseth my compliments. Dang, that is some high praise. Linkseth is going to be very happy to hear this. Hello there, Linkseth. We have done a good job. You did it, Satori. You impressed the pants off Lolorito's butler. Nono Pesta knows his master's taste better than his own, and his approval's all the assurance I need. The guild's safe, and it's all thanks to you. You never cease to amaze me, Satora. You came to us with nary any knowledge of cooking, and now you're like a second left hand. Well, that didn't come out right. What I meant to say was you're as useful to me as the hand I hold my skillet with, something no culinarian can do without. You've got it in you to be one of the finest chefs in the realm, and I would see you fulfill your potential. Promise me you'll keep at your cooking? Of course I will. After all, it gets me supplies for the road. Alright then, now that that's done, it is time to work on our crafting log. Just let me make sure I have pulled up my crafting log checklist so I know what we're all making. And we're going to be starting out today by actually finishing off something we skipped back in level 26 to 30. The fried egg. For this we need a puck egg, which you can get from Terox up in the outer Lenosia region. Head north from Memorin's trading post in the Oakwood in upper Lenosia, and you should eventually get there if you go up the cliff. I'll show the map in a minute. But we have been there before, especially as scholar. No, not a scholar. As have we? I'm pretty sure we went up there. It must have been for a hunting log. I'm pretty sure we've gone up there for a hunting log. Whatever, I'll show it on the map in a moment. We need smooth butter, which we've crafted before and requires some milk. We require 1 table salt from rock salt and 1 mineral water. I'll go over more specifics of the ingredients for this once we've moved on to the regular crafting log because I have it all combined in weirdly. Alright, and there is my fried egg. Finally got that done. Okay, now we can move on to the proper crafting log. So, today, in Eastern Lenosia, we have quite a few fish to fish up. 3 indigo herring, 1 finger shrimp, 1 ash tuna, and then with botany, we need 1 salt leek, 1 midland basil, and 1 iron acorn, which is actually from level 40 gathering. So I went ahead and bought the iron acorn off the market board. We can also fight grass raptors in the area for 1 raptor shank, which we use in our raptor that we made for Lolorito. Next up in the North Shroud, it looks like we're going to next. We're going to need to fish up 1 brass loach. And then use gathering botany for 1 maple sap. Next destination Team Craft is telling us to go to is Western Thanalin, where we can use our botany for 2 wild onions, 3 rye, 1 Curthan carrot, and then head over to the Merchant and Mender over in Vesper Bay to buy ourselves 1 blue cheese. And yes, I am realizing that I forgot to go over the crystals that we need, so I will be doing that at the end. Apologies, I messed that up. Next place Team Craft is telling us to go to is South Shroud, because apparently it can't put maps in order. It wants us to get, from Botany, 1 white truffle, 1 blood currant, which I believe is from level 40 gathering, so I went ahead and bought that off the market board as well, the 1 blood currant. And then we need 1 alligator pear from botany, and from mining 1 effervescent water. From hunting, well, I will actually say, let's do that in the East Shroud. Oh god, I'm focusing on 2 things at once and get all tripped up on my crafting. It's fine, I'll fix it. There, now, veneration. We should be able to do this in 2. Perfect. In the East Shroud, up in the Bramble Patch, we can fight bats for 1 bat wing. And now, Team Craft is telling us to go back to Middle Lenosia. Again, wow, it is, I'm sure they'll improve it eventually. They've been making a lot of improvements, and this particular menu that I'm looking at is relatively new, so I'm sure they'll get a better map sorting eventually. But in Middle Lenosia, we need botany for 4 sunset wheat and 1 ruby tomato. In Lower Lenosia, with botany, we'll get 2 sun lemons and 8 cinderfoot olives. In Central Thanalin, we need to use mining for 3 rock salt, and then botany for 2 black pepper. And then from any merchant in any main city-state, not any merchant, but from the tradecraft merchant in any main city-state's market area, we need 4 buffalo milk. In Western Lenosia with botany, we can get 1 paprika. In Upper Lenosia with botany, 4 noble grapes. Eastern Thanalin, we can use botany for 3 million corn and 1 button mushroom. In Central Shroud, botany for 4 lavender. In the East Shroud, botany for 1 fairy apple. Southern Thanalin, we need botany for 1 aloe. In Outer Lenosia, we need to hunt Terox. In the western part of Outer Lenosia for 2 puck eggs. After this craft, I'll go ahead and show where those are at, because I mentioned that earlier as well. Yeah, we'll need 2 puck eggs. Okay, so let's see. That is Outer Lenosia. So that's going to be Head into Western Lenosia, head up to Upper Lenosia north of Aleport, head north up the cliff and out to Outer Lenosia, and the Terox will be literally right here. Not too hard to find them. And then again, from the tradecraft vendors in any of the main city-states, we need 1 chicken egg, 6 mineral water, and 1 alt goat milk. And then we need 1 chicken breast as well. Alright, once that's all done, we can go through our pre-crafts, where we are going to need to make... With Alchemist, we'll need to make 1 natron. With Culinarian, we'll need to make 1 maple syrup, 2 crafts of table salt for 8 total, 1 maple sugar, 1 rye flour, 1 sweet cream, 3 smooth butter, which you can make from 1 single craft, 3 sunset wheat flour from 1 craft, 4 olive oil from 2 crafts, 1 gelatin, 1 pie dough, 1 cider vinegar, 1 lavender oil, 1 cottage cheese, 1 chicken stock, 1 cornmeal, and then finally 1 dark vinegar, which is actually a level 31 recipe, and we made that earlier as part of our... while I was just going through everything. And once you have all that done, you should be able to just go right down the list and craft 1 of every meal. So then, with that done, I'm going to go ahead and finish up my crafting log for Culinarian for the day. We are almost done, but I'll go ahead and finish the rest off screen. And next time on Final Fantasy XIV, I believe we're going to be doing our level 30 Conjurer quest. I will see everyone next time for that. Oh, hey, look, we actually finished right there. Perfect timing. Alright, I'll see everyone next time for Conjure.